Hi there, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you're a little quiet, but I think that's on my end. I'll just adjust the volume here a bit.
Okay.
Give me a test signal.
Testing 1, 2, 3, 4.
Sounds good.
Okay. Um,
Saw your email today.
that's good. I'm glad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's become kind of an exclusive group, I guess, at this point.
Well, actually, I did see that Jim. Um, he edited a couple of documents online, but not the meeting notice. So I think he's doing better, but I still haven't really heard anything.
Okay.
Um,
So you haven't heard from either Jim or Gail then?
nope,
Hmm.
not at all. But the fact that he's able to edit some documents is probably a good sign.
Oh, yeah,
And
definitely so.
he, you know, hopefully he'll show up.
Okay.
um,
I don't have a meeting notice from him.
no, no, he hasn't edited that for. I mean, that's been a month now.
Yeah, I think this is the fifth meeting that he's. If he misses today, this will be the fifth meeting he's missed, I believe.
Yeah. The meeting
Yeah.
notice was last edited by me. Come on, tell me Barry's here. We'll let Barry come.
Ah, there he is. Okay, how you doing, Barry? Can you hear us, Barry?
Barry,
He's got his microphone unmuted.
Yo.
there he is.
Hey there, Barry. How you doing?
Alrighty, how are you gentlemen doing?
Pretty good.
Just fine.
The it doesn't say. The last edit was October 22nd, and that was me, I think.
Yeah, Jim was not at the meetings on that late in October.
Yeah, yeah. So he last edited the announcement on the 15th, October 15th.
Okay.
So so it's been almost a month, I guess.
Yep.
Um, and this other this other document is the news document. I don't see it now, but he edited that two
How
days.
about his coronavirus statistics? Is he in? Not for a while.
No, that hasn't. Let's see. Let's see if that's. Let's see what the spreadsheet says. You only. It doesn't say. I don't see when it was last updated. Oh, yeah, it's been a while. 4/11. No, that can't be right.
411. I don't think so.
Can't be right. What am I looking at? I don't think it's been updated in a while.
Okay. Well, it was updated right before the last time he was here. I remember that because he went over it in the meeting.
So, anyhow, anything new going on? Anything new with Barry?
Oh, not too much. Enjoying the finer points of Cincinnati Bell lying out their face, but
Oh, really?
oh yeah.
No kidding.
So one of the offices that I do some stuff for, they're moving to Columbus, and they were looking to leave. A couple people are going to be working from home, staying in the Cincinnati area or whatever, and of course the concept is they should be able to just take their phone home and plug it in. And Cincinnati base is telling them, no, their phones are too old for that. They need to buy 2 new phones and extend their contract for 2 more years.
Oh, wow.
So digging into it, I've discovered that Cincinnati Bell outsources that to Evolve, which is a web-based voice over IP phone system anyhow. So the phones just work naturally anywhere you take them. So even Evolve has like a procedure that's even automated now. If you plug their phone into a remote location, it auto migrates the phone because of COVID-19.
Wow. Okay.
So I'm trying to understand, why the hell we have to either pay them $4,000 to cancel our thing or, you know, buy a 2 more year contract and buy 2 new phones to do what we want to do. It makes no sense.
So this is one of these contracts. If you cancel early, you got to buy it out.
Right.
Oh,
So,
wow.
and they're moving to, so I mean, it's like we don't have a real choice. There's 9 months left on the contract. To me, it's like, okay, well, we can pay for the service for the next 9 months, whether we use it or not, right? Yeah. Instead of
Yeah.
paying $4,000 to cancel it, seems stupid as hell. Pay 3 times what we're going to pay normally just to cancel something that we don't, which we technically should be able to use anyway, because it's like the phones will work from Columbus just like they work in Cincinnati. I don't understand where the disconnect is or why we can't keep using them as a phone, but whatever. But I just is racking my brain trying to understand why they would say something like that,
Because they want
other
money.
than to just try to get you locked into 2 more year contract.
It's a company voice over IP system.
Yep.
Mm. Are they
So
changing? Are they changing the IP address? I mean, you guys got your own servers and stuff, right?
well, no, I mean Cincinnati Bell uses Evolve, um,
Yeah,
which is a like a web hosted phone system.
yeah.
Hmm.
So technically, we could move the whole freaking box to wherever we want. It connects through the internet. Um,
That's
you
interesting.
know, I have no idea why we have to pay Cincinnati Bell if we moved it. Um, and as I say, just as a test, I had a phone from the office that I normally work at, and because this is something I've been wanting to sit down and tinker with for quite a while, and I haven't taken the time. So yesterday I jacked it in. It took about 30 minutes of doing updates, and it just started working. I didn't have to change a thing. It did it all on its own. So even though I found like an instruction sheet from Evolve on how to convert the phone from LAN to and VLAN and everything to a remote phone, I didn't have to do any of it. It just naturally switched it all. So I'm assuming Evolve has automated the process. So when the phone's in from the internet, it just converts it if it's not on the local LAN. Um, so I don't know. But of course, the boss didn't involve me in any of the discussion and has made the option to, flop to AT&T, I guess. And so I'm not going to worry about it at this point. But I guess they were yiking at me not to you know, the decision's done been made and I wasn't included. So if they end up spending, stupid money, that's their problem, I guess.
Yeah,
But the,
I'm with you.
the
That
main
doesn't make a whole
office,
lot of sense.
yeah, and so like the office I spend most of my time at, we're locked into like a 2 more year contract where we're paying almost $1,400 for 12 lines, and the other office has like 7 lines and it's $150, and it's like I don't understand the disconnect and difference there, but
Yeah.
they're charging us $200 a month for a fiber connection that's 100 meg, but then we're truncated to 100 meg, or I mean, sorry, 10 meg, and we pay an extra $150 for that trunk shutdown.
10 meg?
So yeah, so we have a 100 meg fiber trunk coming in that we pay 200 for, but then it's truncated to 100 or to 10, and they're charging us an additional 150 meg or bucks for the 10 meg service.
To limit your service.
Yes, and
That's
then
not
we
smart.
pay $100 a month for the Cisco switch, and like another $300 a month for the fiber switch. And I'm like, wait, what?
Yeah.
So, and then my other office, they don't charge me any of those fees, but we provided our own. Like I've got some generic, like get 10 or like 1 gig, 24 port, you know, Lucent or something switch. Um,
Yeah, but
so they,
that's probably obsolete if it's loosened, right?
well, but that's what I'm saying. It's just, it's the local networking. Who cares? It's
Yeah.
a gig switch. Um, you know, that's what I'm saying. There's like $700 difference there between what they're charging the office I'm at versus what they're charging the other office, and they've got like fiber optic. They're at like 250 meg connection. You know, and they're paying total for all of their whole thing is $300 a month. Um, and when we told them we were moving the office to Columbus, they were like stepping over backwards to say, "Oh, well, in that case, we can knock your bill from 300 to 150." You know,
Why would it be cheaper to have it in Columbus than in Cincinnati?
well, because they don't want them to switch the phone over to AT&T. So
This is just a incentive to stay a
the
customer rather.
Cincinnati Bell, yeah.
I see. Okay.
But then that's what they're trying to tell us, that we need to buy 2 more phones and extend the contract for 2 more years to do the remote phones. And I was like, no, shouldn't have to.
Yeah, I always thought that was one of the sales pitches for voice over IP phones was you can pretty much take them wherever.
Yeah, you just have to point to your controlling server, and like I said, Evolve's actually a web-based hosted one, so it
Yeah,
points to a website. It's like, what difference does it make
it
where the hell
updates
the
and
phone sits?
it reprovisions the phone and updates, and you're done. 15 minutes
Yeah,
later, you're got phones.
yeah. That's why I don't understand why
Yeah,
they're telling us that.
I always thought that was the sale point for voice over IP.
Well, the other thing you have to do with voice over IP is make sure that the QoS is properly configured. Otherwise, you get a lot of choppiness in the phone line.
Well, that's part of the reprovisioning, though, isn't it?
It
The
normally would
provision.
be, yeah.
So when you first plug your phone in, it uh, does a handshake back and forth to the server, and the server decides what the best settings are for you, and it sets
Yeah.
that up on your box. At least that's what mine did when I set mine up. My little tiny $49
Yeah.
uh, home voice over IP deal.
But yeah, that's the other thing too. It's like I mean, we pay like 80 some dollars a month for a landline. It's like, oh, that was stupid. Um, my buddy showed me, was it VoIP.ms? It's like 85 cents for a phone line, and then you pay a penny a minute for outgoing and 9/10 of a penny for incoming. So it's like,
I'm on Republic Wireless for my cell phone, and you buy their voice over IP adapter. It costs $49 and it's free. You just plug it into your Ethernet port. It provisions itself. It takes 15-20 minutes for it to provision. And then you can use your cell phone, or you can use the voice over IP. It's got the same number associated with it. So if I'm at home, I can pick up the phone, or if I'm out, I can pick up the cell phone. So
There's
so it
Ray.
works through
and it works
cellular.
great. Yeah.
You said that's what, Republic?
Republic Wireless.
Oh,
Hey Ray.
how you doing, Ray?
Good. Calling you from my office.
Vicente's here too.
Hi.
Yeah.
I'm guessing you got the email then, Ray.
I did, yeah.
Because I figured you'd be around if you knew.
So Ray,
Oh,
Ray, what time zone are you in?
I don't know. It's Florida. I'm in Eastern time zone. It just doesn't
Oh,
feel
okay.
like normal because
It's
the water
day.
here is horrible.
It's by day.
I was gonna say, I noticed it's still daylight where he's at, though.
Yeah, it's Tampa Bay, so there's something here. So yeah.
I'll say it's dark here.
Yeah.
Is it really?
Yeah,
Well, it's getting dark.
It's
Yeah.
Definitely getting dark.
Very, very
it's
dark.
a lot darker than it looks out his window.
Yeah. Well, he's a lower latitude, so
Yeah.
More like
At the land of the palm trees, definitely. How you guys doing?
fine.
pretty good so far.
getting cold.
Getting
Nah.
cold.
It's starting to cool off. A couple of days ago, it was pretty warm.
I
Yeah.
have my air conditioner on.
We had a pretty nice days. The last of the year.
It's
maybe.
been pretty crappy. The hurricanes come in and the schools have been closed, and we're worried if I'm even going to be allowed to go into the school to set up equipment
Mhm.
because they're like, hey, if it's too dangerous for students to be here, it's probably too dangerous for the professors, instructors, and any public service people. So
That's
Anyway.
awesome. Didn't schools used to have to meet shelter requirements?
I'm sure they do. I think down here they look for any excuse they can. Besides that, I mean, it's like if a tornado hits while you're at school, that's one thing. But if a hurricane's coming and everybody knows it, nobody wants to go to school.
Yeah, it's something a little different, isn't it?
I was gonna say, I would thought that those are their shelters for the community.
All these people want to go home to their mobile homes, their trailers.
Well, of course. Who am I kidding here? They're automated flotation devices.
Yeah. There's one community that I've taken care of like 9 lasers this week so far. And I mean, it's been 3 one day and 2 for each of the other days. And then I've got 1 new setup tomorrow. But this one community I went to today, it's like one of the richest communities I've seen in a while. It's a charter school that I went to. It's crazy. So what are you guys doing? What I missed so far?
Not much.
You whining about Cincinnati Bell phones and VoIP?
Just general BS.
I was gonna look for a palm tree to put in the background, and I could psych out Vincente to tell him, "Hey, my my green screen video is working pretty good."
Vicente actually could probably do some green screen pretty well with that, with the background he's got. It's not
Yeah.
green, but it's mostly the same color.
I finally broke down and ordered a 3D printer,
Oh, cool. What did you get?
an Ender 3 Pro.
Turn
Okay.
Bluetooth on from your device in order to search. On your device, select the name that matches vehicle name on the screen.
Is that Ray?
Sort of.
Ray's phone.
Yeah.
I have a new toy just delivered.
Oh, what's that?
This is a shield for Arduino.
Motor shield?
Yeah, but this thing can drive the hoverboard motor without
Okay.
head sinks. It's a new technology, a new hatch drivers. They are MOSFET or something. They
Okay.
can manage the current and the voltage to drive the motor hoverboard motor.
Okay.
I will try it. I need to change something to use the Hall effect sensors for feedback, but it's interesting.
So the feedback just provides the RPM of the motor so that,
And the position also.
and the position, okay.
You have I don't remember, but it's like 32 steps every turn or something.
Uh-huh.
You have an encoder using 3 Hall effect sensors.
So it's a single motor driver?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, you can drive three single direction motors with PWM. You can drive a one stepper motor using 2 of them. You have an H bridge with a lot of current capacity, and you can do. Let me share the specifications. Screen share. See, uh, this is the board, right?
Hmm.
It comes without this connector. You see my arrow? The green connector is not included. And you need to populate these resistors to use the Hall effect encoder. And let me check the specifications. Here. Supposedly it can work with up to 40 volts, 250 watts continuous, 30 amps instantly. Okay. Limitations, drives. Interesting. But the good thing is also that it comes with several Arduino drivers, so you can make several tests and decide. The samples don't use the hoverboard motor. To use the hoverboard motor is an idea I have. I will check how it performs with that. I don't know. I will tell you next week. This is the board.
So how much does the shield cost?
$40. But each driver, each IC, you can find them for $3. So you can make a board you can design a board maybe under $15. It's interesting. I won't use the Arduino Uno form factor for my application, but it's interesting because it's easy to test. You just plug in your Arduino and test your code. So I decided to buy it. I'm worried about the direction control. I'm not sure if it can be done because the samples don't use direction exchange, but I think it can be done. Next week we will know. I'll stop sharing this. Oh,
Okay.
this is the, it comes. This is about people that have the integrated circuit. It's like a demo board to test the driver itself, the chip. So let's see
Mhm.
how it goes. That's it.
I put a link to the board in the chat.
Oh,
Because I was able to find it after I saw it.
I was fighting with C++ this week, trying to use some classes and stuff, uh, object-oriented code. So there is a lot of stuff to learn, a lot. So I'm going slow, but interesting.
I picked up a new computer, a new old computer,
Great. Okay.
i7 quad core, 8 gig of RAM. It's only got a 500 gig hard drive in it. Got it from an auction with 2 keyboards and a 22-inch monitor for 13 bucks.
Wow.
oh, okay.
Yeah,
I bought
Give
a
it
I,
I
gi-
20.
bought,
I'll give you 14 for it.
I bought a workstation, a laptop workstation from Lenovo 2 weeks ago, but they have an extension in the delivery, so I will see it in December, by second week of December.
December of 2020, I hope.
Yeah, maybe.
this one
Let's
here,
see.
the this is one of those online auctions, and they took horrible pictures, but I was almost positive that it said
Wow.
Core i7 on the sticker, and I was like, yeah, it's worth spending 13 bucks on it just to see.
Great.
And I was quite happy that it was what I thought it was. I was kind of it's an older model, probably 2013 or so, but it's still an i7. So
What generation?
I forgot. 44.
That's like, because the i7s are pretty strong computers, regardless of generation. But
I think it was
the
Probably,
first ones,
probably
44,000.
5, something like that.
4th generation.
I can't remember when I built mine, but the first generation i7s are almost the equivalent of the 8th gen, except for the instruction set because of the tri-memory access.
Yeah. Well, I was kind of impressed that it's actually a quad core, and of course Linux. It's got the hyper threading technology, so Linux
Yep.
sees it as 8 cores.
So
All the i7s are 8 or more.
what was the auction site?
Say hi.
No.
The auction site. I'll put it in the in the description or in the chat.
Okay.
They don't specifically do computers. They're just a general auction site. Every now and then you'll find something, but trust me, their pictures are horrible. You never really know what you're actually buying. So stuff goes cheap. That was my big purchase this week was
Their site's not secure, sir.
That is true.
their site's not secure. Well, I didn't put the S on it.
My laptop will have a 10th generation Intel Core i7 with 6 cores, 12 threads, 32 gigabytes RAM, and 1 terabyte of SSD hard drive. Graphics, 4 gigabyte, NVIDIA. I will have it like a replacement for the desktop to work anywhere.
Yeah.
My desktop is 8 years old now, and I have several trouble lately. So I choose to have a 17 inches laptop as a workstation, just to be sure I have an environment to work with CAD, with 3D design using AutoCAD Fusion. It's a software I am using for 3D design. It's free for makers. Interesting. So I'm planning to move again my hoverboard robot.
Yeah.
Soon, maybe next month.
Yeah, I've been thinking about doing something with the two that I've got sitting here.
We need to go back to it with new ideas.
Yep.
We have a lot of different problems. We were stuck, I think, some maybe drivers or why, I don't know what.
Barry updated the link because I did it wrong. I put .com and it should be .bid.
Okay.
So
This is the chat, right?
Barry found it. But yeah, I've been thinking the past week or so of getting those robots back out and messing with the code and whatever. Hey Ray,
Yes, sir.
that was loud.
What?
Sounded like a motorcycle.
Yeah, it was.
Very hot rod.
Looks
Ripped
like
behind me.
looks
Sorry.
like you are moving a desk.
Stop revving my engine. Yeah. Hey, Vincente, what software did you say was free for makers?
Autodesk Fusion 360.
Oh, it's not exactly true, but
No, well, you can have 10 projects simultaneously, but no more than 10. And you have limitation for import and export files.
I ended up buying a license to Fusion 360. It's like $18 a month.
Okay.
But I paid for it in a 3-year package.
Mm-hmm.
So
Are you using it, or do you recommend another software?
Fusion 360 is great for 3D parametric design.
Mm-hmm.
If you're getting the free version, I don't think it has parametric design in it. You can't put variables in dimensions. Okay. But if you have the paid version, you can do that, which is something I definitely wanted to do. I love being able to go through the history of how my product was designed and I can change like the radius, the fillet,
Okay.
how far pieces are apart, how they're referenced against each other. And I love doing that. It saves me a lot of rework if I'm trying to, kind of rough draw something, and then I get in there and I'm trying to tune it right.
I get it. Okay. I understand. You know what? I have a lot of practice using 2D design using AutoCAD, creating the XF files, and Autodesk 360 let you import the XF files and extrude them very quickly. So I design any stuff in 2D and go to 2D really fast, changing the.
What do you use for your 2D design?
I have a license of AutoCAD of 2007. It's enough for me, okay. And
I've been looking at different 2D CAD packages just because I want to be able to do DXF files for different artwork, different easy basic stuff. And I was using DraftSite, and they changed it.
I was using it for a while when because it's freeware, right?
It was.
At some point, they changed their license and becomes a mesh. Try to use it. I don't know what happened. So I went back.
I've been looking for some other CAD software, and there's one called QCAD. I'm gonna try that out.
I don't know if there is a free CAD or something like that that can be used also.
Yeah, I want something that acts very much like AutoCAD, acts like DraftSite. I don't need 3D, but it would be nice. And then there's this QCAD. They'll actually give you the source code. So you can start adding in all the features that, you can get the basic QCAD, or you can pay money to get the pro version. And I think getting the pro version is only like $35. Yeah, there's a Q compiler, so you can compile it for Linux, Mac, or Windows. But that lets you mess with it as much as you want.
It's $40.
Is it $40?
It's $40.
Yeah, I think $40 is worth it.
Leroy, can you put the link?
It's in the chat.
He did.
We're down to about 4 minutes on this.
Okay.
On this meeting.
Okay.
So we have to go to the other link.
Yes, here in a few minutes, I'll start the other meeting,
and we need a password for that.
Well, I guess that's
just
debatable.
You have to send Leroy $20 using PayPal, but that's all.
Do what to PayPal? What?
Ray, are you coming back? Are you coming back to Ohio, or are you in Florida? You will stay.
I'm in Florida for a few days. I got here on Sunday, and like I said, I've looked at a lot of laser machines, fixed a lot of laser machines, at different high schools, middle school, elementary school, another high school, another charter school. We packed all these schools into 1 week.
Right.
And I'm going to be coming home on Saturday. Got some stuff I want to do on Sunday, doctor's office on Monday, and back out on the road on Tuesday. So.
Repairing and maintenance. Both.
Well, I'll tell you guys about my my new building when we get back into next visit, next meeting.
Right.
Okay. But there's a lot of stuff going on with the new building.
We have 2 minutes and a half.
I don't have a normal computer, so I can't exactly start sharing it, all of my adventures. But On the building over at 1300 Hook near Rabbit Laser. It's got a new roof, a new front entry roof, new garage doors, new entry doors. We've stripped out like 12 dumpster loads, these big 30-yard dumpsters. I bought a Bobcat because I got to work on the building. It's absolutely empty right now. And then I bought the Middletown Journal building. And I actually have paperwork that says I own it now. So now that I own it, I can actually do something with it. And don't know everything we're going to do with the new buildings, but we're going to do something.
Interesting.
So. All right. Well, I will see you guys in several minutes.
Okay.
I'm going to drive over to another location. Okay.
Okay.
You might want to lock your doors. That neighborhood doesn't look so great.
It does not. There's people over here selling drugs out the front of the corner store. I'll see you guys later.
Okay.
All right.
Take care.
Bye.
So on this bid site, are they not have anything for sale at the moment? Or am I just not?
It's either every Monday or every other Monday. If you sign up for with them, they'll send you an email when they put stuff up.
Oh, okay.
So
I'd say all the stuff's already sold. That's why I was like, huh? Every other week.
Yeah, I think it's every other week. So
Auctions and on Sunday. I found it where it's posted and says what's for sale, but it doesn't say nothing's currently.
yeah.
11 seconds.
You can see my
Woohoo!
you can see what I bought.
I don't see the seconds.
4, 3, 2, 1. All right.